My name is Don Goble, and I teach at Ladue, Horton, Watkins High School in St. Louis, Missouri. And I teach a class called Broadcast Technology, which has a couple of different levels. And within that, we teach journalism and multimedia and short filmmaking and overall video production. In the last 10 years, my job has changed quite a bit, because when I came in, it was to teach the next broadcast journalist of the world and maybe a filmmaker. But in those last few years, video production has really taken off in every form and every kind of company and organization. So now teaching all kids the creative process of making a video is extremely important. The feedback we get and my students get is tremendous. Because we publish a public blog where their videos can be seen, we also use social media to kind of get it out there and get it seen. It's imperative as educators, as parents, as adults, to teach our kids all these different forms of media. What's good about them, what could be better about them, what's the value in each one, and teach our kids to become more critical thinkers and more critical consumers of the media that's being delivered to them every single day. I'd like to believe that the skills that my students are learning are transferable to every single class, because Lillian's coming to my class, but she's going to 7 other classes as well. And Jane's coming in learning how to edit on software, but she's taking those skills to her English class. And Joe's coming in and learning all how to use websites and do some creative research. And he's going to take that to his US history class. And some of those students that are in creative writing right now might come to my class because they want to write a short film. And so these aren't my students, they are our students. And all of these skills, I think our kids can transfer back and forth to the different learning environments and the different kids that they will be sitting next to in other classroom environments. I believe can only help them and maybe help the classroom environment in general. I also believe that it's breaking down barriers, that I think when kids are confident in the skills and the technology that they're learning, and it's in many cases more confident and comfortable than the adults who are teaching them, the kids can teach the adults. And I think that's a really interesting and cool dynamic, that when you can learn from a student as an adult, that's one of my favorite parts of the job. I'm a researcher, and I love to find free resources or technology that will not only help me, but my students and the faculty in my building and teachers that I communicate with and collaborate with across the country and the world. And so when I came upon PBS LearningMedia, it was fascinating to see another resource that had the depth and the breadth of covering every content matter, grade level, the different forms of media that's available for a classroom and for a student or an individual teacher or for groups of teachers. And so I'm excited to take those resources and apply them with my students and hopefully our staff. The way we teach and learn is changing, and to have the type of resource that PBS LearningMedia offers will be crucial to the success of being able to deliver content that's meaningful and valuable. Having a resource that is provided by PBS immediately lends credibility to anybody that wants to investigate it, from students to adults. PBS is a acronym, is a label, is a name, is a brand that we've all grown up with and that we know. And so there's a level of education, there's a level of safety, and there's a level of respect and credibility that goes along with that resource. The more information that we have as educators that we can respect, that we can trust, that we believe is credible, we're more confident then to potentially learn ourselves that we can then deliver to our students.